What does listing with me look like? Well, number one, you're going to get my loyalty. When we sign a listing agreement, I explain to you that I'm your designated agent in the transaction. That means I'm always looking out for you and your best interest. Part of my job as a listing agent is to show the home to qualified buyers who come to me and want to look at it. If the person that I show the house to wants to write an offer, I'm probably not going to write that offer for them. I'm going to refer them to somebody else in my office to write that offer. I'm not out here trying to double end every deal so that I make all the money. I think there's enough money to be made in this business that I would prefer that buyer have their own agent. I don't want to take on the liability. So I'm looking out for you. You've researched me. You've hired me. I'm going to give you my absolute loyalty when it comes to that transaction. Number two, I'm not going to sugarcoat things. If I see things in your home that I think are going to be a detraction for a buyer, I'm going to point those out to you. I'm going to say, hey, I don't think that purple paint on the wall is going to be the best situation. We probably need to look at painting it a more neutral color. If you've got some offensive decorations, or if you have a lot of religious or whatever kind of material out and about in your home, I'm going to suggest that we kind of take some of that stuff down and let's make it to where your house appeals to all buyers and not just particular segments. I'm also going to tell you what I realistically think your house is going to sell for. I know the market. I'm looking at the MLS every day. I run the stats on a regular basis. So I know what's going to happen. I don't want to give you a pie in the sky price to make you happy, because guess what? When that house goes on the market and sits because it's overpriced, you're not going to be happy. I would rather be honest, be upfront with you, and let's find a solution that's going to work out, that's going to help you get the most money and get your home sold quickly. I have processes and checklists for everything. When I know that I'm going to be listing a particular home, I have a checklist. It's my pre-listing checklist. So that way I'm following up with the seller on a regular basis if they have certain things they're trying to get done. I'm coordinating with any workers that might need to get out there. I'm coordinating with the cleaning person. I am getting the photographs scheduled. I'm working on the verbiage. I am planning all that marketing. And then once we actually go into, okay, we're launching the listing today, we have a checklist and a system for that. So my assistant knows exactly what he needs to be doing. We get it input on the correct websites, and we send an email out to the seller. But we're just trying to make sure that every client gets the same experience every single time. When we get the deal under contract, we've got a checklist for that, so that I know when I need to follow up based on the home inspection timeline, based on the appraisal timeline, and different things like that. I am a very organized person, which helps because I'm not flying by the seat of my pants. I also look for problems ahead of time. If you follow me, you know that I have a background in mortgage and in title company. So I've seen real estate industry from several different viewpoints. I don't sit back and wait and then react to a situation. I'm looking at your deed. I'm looking at the restrictions. I am looking up surveys on your property. If you have a manufactured home, I'm getting that serial number. I'm checking to see with the state, do you have a title on it? Has that title been surrendered? What's the situation with that? I want to know what potential problems we can face so that we can smooth those hurdles out and just have a little speed bump and not a major red flag in the deal. So if these are things that you're looking for in your listing agent, send me a DM and let's talk.